Dear folks and friends, welcome to my news channels. Today's topic we are going to talk about is understanding the 2026 US-Israel-Iran war, its roots, reality, and human cost. In February 2026, the world watched as decades of tension exploded into open conflict. The United States and Israel launched major strikes on Iran. What led to this war and what has its cost? Today, we will explore the causes, the unfolding events, and the far-reaching effects, because understanding history helps us navigate an uncertain future. The roots run deep. Since Iran 1979, Islamic Revolution and the hostage crisis, relations with the US and Israel have been marked by suspicion and sanctions. Iran developed a nuclear program it insists is for peaceful energy, backed by a religious ruling against weapons. The US and Israel, however, feared it could lead to nuclear arms, fears intensified by Iran's ballistic missiles and support for regional armed groups like Hezbollah and the Houthis. Diplomacy falters. The 2015 nuclear deal collapsed. Limited wars in 2024 and 25 left Iran weakened by sanctions and internal protests. On February, the eventful day 28, 2026, the US and Israel struck. It targeted military bases, nuclear sites, and leaderships, including the Saeed assassination of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Iran called it aggression. The US and Israel said it was necessary self-defense to neutralize threats. Iran retaliated swiftly. Hundreds of missiles and drones hit Israeli cities, US bases, and Gulf allies. It closed the vital Strait of Hormuz, choking global oil flows. Proxy fighting surged. Now, Hezbollah clashed with Israel in Lebanon, now a parallel war zone. Casualty mounted on all sides. Thousands dead in Iran and Lebanon, dozens in Israel. American service members lost. Civilian lives were shattered. Schools, homes, hospitals caught in the crossfire. The effects rippled worldwide. Oil prices skyrocketed over $100 a barrel, the worst energy crisis in decades. Shipping lanes froze. Economies from Asia to Europe felt the pain. Fuel shortages, higher costs for everything, from food to flights. Billions displaced, billions in damage. A fragile 2-week ceasefire began on April 8, brokered by Pakistan, but talks collapsed and the US naval blockade now pressures Iranian ports. The war is paused, yet the human and strategic toll remains immense. Almost immediately after the strikes on Iran Israel launched a ground offensive into southern Lebanon. While officially stated as a limited operation to create a buffer zone against Hezbollah, the actions on the ground hinted at a deeper agenda. The Israeli Defense Forces began deploying the divisions into the south. Simultaneously, Israeli officials discussed the indefinite occupation of southern Lebanon and dismantling of towns. This is not just about Hezbollah anymore, a source on the ground noted. It is about restructuring the border, the Greater Israel strategy. The concept of Greater Israel, often interpreted by the right wing as a Jewish nation encompassing territory from the Nile to the Euphrates, including parts of Lebanon. In March 2026, the strategy became clear: draining Hezbollah, using the war on Iran to force Hezbollah to fight on two fronts, draining its weapons and troops, creating a buffer zone, occupying South Lebanon up to the Litani River, effectively expanding the Israeli border. Destruction of infrastructure, demolishing Lebanese towns along the border to ensure that residents could not return, facilitating a long-term occupation. The current West Asia war is providing cover for Israel to move ahead on its vision of Greater Israel and also finishing off any hope for a Palestinian state. By mid-April 2026, the conflict had resulted in over 2,000 deaths in Lebanon and the displacements of over 1 million people. The Israeli army began blowing up bridges over the Litani River, a move designed to cut off the south from the rest of Lebanon permanently. With the US and Iran agreed to a fragile ceasefire on April 8, 2026, to halt the direct conflict, Israel insisted the truce did not apply to Lebanon, continuing its offensive to secure the newly captured territories. What do you think the path forward should be? Share thoughtfully in the comments. For more balanced analysis on global events, subscribe to my channel and stay informed. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Take care.